Okay. What? I'm Black Mage? I don't want to be a Black Mage for this. Lord, didn't know how to survive. This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rogar to summon him, just like the masked men taught us. We plotted to sneak into his down rack and make off with the lizard and his cash, but they caught us and... Somebody dead. For God's forgive me. Heathens! You shall pay for your crimes with your souls! I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for a youthful folly. For all the feelings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. The whelps us pay for the crimes. I will not let you harm me. Adventure, stay close to Will. Come, you must have our Lord's breath. This is duty because of this lag. We almost have them. The lag spike was real. Your skills at arms are an impressive adventure. A well-born youth could learn much from a man like you. The battle's won, but it'd be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Amigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Lord? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the faith of those who are touched by God. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire. We summoned Rogar. We soar. Enough. I will hear the rest of the sorry tale back in the Little Amigo. Dare say Amkip Wol to hear it as well. No more lies, Willard. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked messenger. The masked stranger. He told us about something wrong about using crystals and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known there's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. People are doomed to live like and die like beasts. Listen to me, Willard. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortars to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what we make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there's some kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo might not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Sure, why not? Would that we had more information to offer, but what Will has told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Welcome back, Amkip. I'm really informed of the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Brea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressible young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception that the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. I hope work and no playmaking with Billy a dull scion. Did you say something? No, nothing, my lady. Maybe we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. While you were tending to business in Thanaland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fading the Habre's description has been sighted in North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of the series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigations where you left off. 12 willing, we'll pick up La Habre's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Amkip. To think that the Ascians have grown so brazen as to carry out the work in plain view. We must needs to uncover the dark designs so that we might take measures against them. I am relying on you, Amkip. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One. Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with Walking One in the Ashground Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had encountered with the scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found in Falgord Float in North Shroud. Amkip, is it not? Amkip, is it not? I've been following your exploits with great interest. You have served all well, but I believe your greatest accomplishments are yet to come. It is with such lofty expectations I would grant you passage beyond Gridani's own White Wolf Gate. Take this pass and so to Franchimoto. Come on. Franchimoto. And show to Franchimoto, the gatekeeper. Gird yourself well for the battles to come. I'm sure that the news of your deeds will reach me again before long. The Elder Seers here has placed great store in new adventurers. I pray that you will reward your faith by reaching out to the aid of the people of Gridania. Only those who possess the gate pass and travel through the White Wolf Gate. It is for your own good. The fearsome beasts that lurk beyond would tear and prepare an adventure done from limb. You have papers. Let us see them. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Go in safety and keep. In the future, should you wish to pass, you only need to say the word. What color do I want? I'll go with that one. Stand before the White Wolf Gate. Do you wish to exit or to the central shroud? Sometimes I wonder which is harder to find, a vein of gold or a good man. But I swear, one day I will find another mother lode. My fellows and I live from day to time, using the proceeds of the mornings halted by the evening's tankard. It's an unpredictable way of life, but I want to exchange it for aught else. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like when he came for that poor woman. Yeah, you're right. It's not as bad as it seems. Saw something terrible, that's true. But hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in any way, whatever way we can. Aye. Anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? Anyway, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. My friend says and I call ourselves gold diggers. Why? Because we dream of striking rich without a stroke. Alright, it's not funny. I'll shut up now. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. According to among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as the Ziz can inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somewhat doubt the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if we can find any proof connecting them to their deaths. already seen to the Z's. Good work, adventurer. So you were able to find ought to suggest that the creatures are our culprits. Nothing. Truth be told, even if they were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's from our list of suspects. Which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Something else I've heard about the deaths. Appears all victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Cindy Chips aside, there's been a rumor been going around. Some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great rock somewhere southwest of here, causing the flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a first fire sand stick to blow off a piece of the crag. That stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you better throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock or a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. There's something you should know. I'm keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I saw myself locked in gaze with the giant eyeball. I thought of a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened in a rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Most folks are too scared to go within 100 yards of rock or rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Huh. Well, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning I expected. I almost hate to say it, but this explains why they're flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with mass danger. Looks like I've gone to waste both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. A monster's banemite had appeared and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Fogward. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this makes me wonder. That was a truly winged eyeball I saw. A merely trick of the light combined with blind panic. There's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business that troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's impossible that I could have mistaken such a distinct creature for a banemite. But you and I were moments apart. How could we have both seen it precisely at the same time? This more adventurer friend had a run-in with the banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, it's so obvious. So that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of her depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I'm burdened to know the truth. Some of the things are best left unknown. Let's see if forgotten. It was a rocky area to the west I had my encounter. Should you discover not out of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. everything's a measure. Is there aught I might assist you with? God, good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any. Sightings in the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. Victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify the next of... This button is engraved with the lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. Family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare hope that this will will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold onto the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to trust key evidence, you have individuals who have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. There's no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gradani and have it examined by me. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts who shed some light on this sigil. Good day to you, Amkip. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? Engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. What did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte place. She has a sharp pair of eyes out. I'm not busy enough without playing lost and found. Oh, do forgive me, friend. Once again, one of our customers has departed without her belongings, and I'm lost to do without for what to do about it. Well, I understand the adventurers have many cares on the minds. It would make my life much easier if they would keep their personal effects in order. You do not come here near to my grumblings. This is the book in question. The face of its owner is unfamiliar to me, but Errol over there seemed quite smitten with her. As with every pretty lassie he lays his eye out on, but that's neither here nor there. When I told you to inquire as to the girl's whereabouts, I found the men to be less than forthcoming ever since I spurned his advances. Looking for work. You must be an adventurer too. Am I right? You won't find much here, I'm afraid. It seems the only thing people talk about these days is a nasty bit of business down near Isamar. Surely you've heard the stories of a strange portal suddenly appearing in the ruins down there. Hey, don't give me that look. I'm only telling you what I've heard from the whalers. They say on the other end some sort of labyrinth. Thing is, every time they go down there to map the place out, nothing is the same. Mystery if I've ever heard one. Frankly, I'm more than happy to let it stay a mystery. Student apparitions, booby-trapped full corridors. Going down there is nothing short of a suicide. Still, the prospect of treasure is awful tempting. Don't take my word for it, though. Head down to Isomhara and you can hear it straight from the choco's mouth. This was the little thing with the journal. Of course, I remember her. And remember her well. A smile that warmed the heart, a laugh, a lilt, might say. She tickled the depths of the soul. And she was most eager to hear the tales of many travels, which speaks to a keen and sensitive mind. Jilly, I believe her name. What was her name? No, that's not right. Jilly was the redhead from last week. Damn if I can remember her. You must understand, no small number of common glasses seek out my company. I dare say keeping all their names and faces straight is an invention in itself. Any road, the girl spoke of paying a visit to Apgalu Falls or traveling on. Like it's not going to find her there now, shedding a tear or two at our party. To pass along my regards if you see her. She should be regularly recognizable with the charming straw hat of hers. Need help tracking down an owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Seems to be a matter of decorative button. Reminiscent of those worn by families of old, though I cannot claim no sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in the Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. But the soul in Gridania does, it would be circulated in the Knights Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a foreign basis. Please, I can help you? Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear. But whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require? Fascinating. The work of these qualities were rarely seen in the hands of the ordinary Gridanians. None of this button was certainly well to do. Maybe we should take your search to Gentil's ward northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who perpetually seated by the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursandel, and I distinctly recall seeing a remarkably similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Sigil of the Amkip Wol family. How is it you came to be the possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face wasn't marred in any way. I fear as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the death on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I was once a manservant at the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Amkip Wol. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amadine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may have been a kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, when she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within their chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady would believe they would help her regain that which she had lost. So she began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when it came time to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then I could not go back to that place, not after that nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on a half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Aberdeen had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Let her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She waits you in Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what I speak. Pardon, I don't believe you meant. You're something of mine, you say? My journal! Thank the 12. My haste to escape the clutches of that insufferable mutton-monger. It's of mine entirely. Would I be so bold as to ask your name? You have my gratitude, Amkip. It may not look like much, but I count this humble diary among my most prized possessions. Its pages brim with tales of the most heart-stirring sights to be seen in the realm, as told to me by sensitive souls I've met in my travels across Eorzea. Tales that have struck me with the most incurable case of wanderlust. As adventurer, you too must have seen the realm, I'm sure. But I ask you, Amkip, have you truly seen her, or witnessed Eorzea in the myriads of splendor? We stood on the palm-fringed beaches of Costa del Sol just as the sun peeks over the horizon, its rays kissing the sands beneath your feet. You lost yourself in the night sky of the Sagali, adrift amongst the boundless sea of the stars. But I even try to convey with words which must be seen to appreciate it. To our fortune, whithersoever we wander, Eorzea's beauty is but a stone's throw away. I will go for my journal. Yes, this is the one. Before the Thane, neath the two that are as one, the divine cup runneth over the light ethereal. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as she saw. I saw for myself before coming here, and I can assure you that the conjurer spoke true. Indulge me, go there and look out upon the beauty before you. What are your thoughts? Right here. Oh, okay. That was not. I should be doing this in my circle. the black magic within you has grown stronger, Amkip. You have earned the right to my audience. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers, but then, you adventurers who ever want to embrace the new. You're now ready to set forth on your journey to find the keys required to seal the Void Gate. Hear me well, from mine our master's own words, and his, those of Nalthal himself. The next key requires blood of sacrifice. Travel to the Sagali Desert in the southern Thatland. Slay what fiends emerge from the planar fissures there, and slake the land's thirst with the lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and thence serve to notify our friends in the wastelands that the time has come. Complete the task before you, and the black mage testimony you carry will shine full with your light. Light to envelop and absorb evil, light to show you destruction and guide you to righteousness. This light is the key. Take it into you, where it will forever burn bright. That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do? East Shroud. East Shroud. Water. Oh. Yeah, that's the other dungeon. is done then. The blackness you have woken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed, Hank. Pray be patient. Continue to practice your mastery of the arcane and come to me once more when the dark art is as much you as you did.